Action News this morning.
The man suspected of targeting women in the area is off the street. How a conflict of conscience may have led to it all.
These are evening wind chills, but actual low temperatures overnight could even be colder than this. I'll tell you how quickly we can bounce back from the frigidness.
And things are heating up on the campaign trail. Prepare to take the debate stage in South Carolina tonight.
This is breaking news from the 7 Action Newsroom.
We begin with breaking news tonight. Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia has died. U.S. Marshal Service in Washington confirming Scalia's death at a private residence in the Big Bend area of South Texas. The ABC affiliate in El Paso, Texas, says the 79-year-old died in his sleep last night after a day of quail hunting. Justice Scalia had retired for the evening and was found dead Saturday morning. Here now is ABC's Elena Zach with the latest on his passing.
Good evening. Justice Scalia's passing, his sudden death has the potential to be a political game changer as the anchor of the court's conservative wing passes in the dusk of a liberal presidency.
Associate Justice Antonin Scalia was found dead of apparent natural causes at a resort in West Texas. He reportedly died in his sleep. Scalia was the longest-serving justice on the current United States Supreme Court, nominated by President Ronald Reagan in 1986.
Getting nominated to the Supreme Court is the culmination of a dream, of course, and I'm greatly honored that the president would have such confidence in me. And
he was confirmed unanimously by the Senate and became the first Italian-American member of the court. Scalia quickly became the anchor of judicial conservatism, fiercely at odds with what conservatives call judicial activism.
To the sheer force of his personality, he, for 3 decades, led the conservative movement in American law to roll back the era of liberal activism.
Scalia, nicknamed Nino, was widely known for his high intellect, his elegant writing, and his caustic wit. Chief Justice John Roberts issued a statement calling his late colleague, quote, an extraordinary individual and jurist, admired and treasured by his colleagues. Anton Scalia leaves behind a wife and 9 children. He was 79.
And with Scalia's passing, there is already political jockeying. Some GOP leaders saying President Obama should not be the person to select Scalia's successor. Instead, they say the next president should have that honor. Reporting live from Washington, Lana Zach, ABC News. Back to you.
Lana, thank you. The President and First Lady extending their condolences to the Scalia family today following the passing of the Supreme Court jurist. A man accused of targeting women here in Metro Detroit is off the street tonight, and we're learning he turned himself in. 7 Action News reporter Camila Mary has the very latest on this for us from Bloomfield Township.
And some of these attempted abductions even happened inside a fast food restaurant. We talked to a lot of people today who have been following the story. They say they are very relieved this man is off the streets. This guy off the streets after allegedly trying to abduct 4 separate women in Bloomfield Township. He turned himself into police last night.
Yeah, there's a big sense of relief.
I'm glad he did the right thing. We don't want that type of person out on the street.
The 49-year-old Pontiac man was targeting women in this shopping center at Woodward and Square Lake Road. He offered money to some. Another he allegedly grabbed while she was still in her car. It was in the middle of the afternoon on Thursday in an area that sees little crime. Michelle Dahl lives just a few miles away.
Like you said, it's really safe around here, and I did not feel safe yesterday at all.
The suspect's red van caught on camera and now in evidence at the Bloomfield Township Police Department. And while people we talked to are relieved this man is in custody, some say you can never be too careful.
You know, you always got to watch your back, look over your shoulder, you see who's coming behind you. You know, it's just sad.
And at this hour, the police department is just waiting on warrants to be signed from the prosecutor's office. Once that is complete, this man could be arraigned as early as tomorrow. In Bloomfield Township, Camila Mary, 7 Action News.
Frigid blasts of Arctic air gripping the country tonight. Some cities are dealing with the coldest weather they've seen in decades. New York City may tie a 100-year-old record by tomorrow. If temperatures drop below 2 degrees, it would beat the record set back in 1916. The National Weather Service is warning everyone to bundle up and pack on the layers. These conditions are extremely dangerous and can lead, of course, to frostbite and hypothermia. Same goes here in Metro Detroit. Look at this year's Winter Blast. It's a popular event in downtown Detroit in Campus Martius, but it is cold. You want to certainly bundle up if you're going to take part this evening or tomorrow in the activities there. 7 First Alert Chief Meteorologist Dave Rexroth. He is here with more on what to expect in the hours and days ahead, Dave.
Yeah, I'll tell you the good news down there at the Winter Blast, which is really cold. They have every 150 feet. You go any 150 feet in any direction, you can find a warming tent or a big old pile of wood on fire. So that's kind of nice. Here's the deal. Wind chill right now, 3 in Detroit. It hasn't dropped in an hour, though. That's good. It was 0 in Mount Clemens, 2 below in Pontiac, one of the coldest spots around here. All these numbers will go down tonight, but there's not nearly the kind of wind tonight as there was last night, so that helps. A little bit of a breeze out there, blowing a couple snowflakes by. You can see that line running right through the heart of the metro area here, diminishing quite quickly. That's not really an issue too much. All right, wind speeds, not much. Around 5, 6, 7 at the highest. Windsor's 10, everybody else is around that 3 to 7 range. So, again, that helps out quite a bit. It does allow you to get colder with the temperature, but the wind chill then doesn't become so bad. So, morning low temperatures forecast, 0 in Detroit and Taylor, 8 below in Ypsi, 6 below in Port Huron, 5 below in Lake Orion. Yeah, pretty cold stuff. But again, the wind is not nearly as biting. So wind chills tonight in a few spots might go to 10 below tomorrow, and the first part of the day might go to 5 below. And then we start Monday with some snow. By the time you get up, it's probably already flying. By the time you get on the roads, they may already be white. We'll talk about how much you could see and a quick bounce back for temperatures coming up.
All right, Dave, thanks. Developing tonight, a man slams his car into a porch while trying to escape a drive-by shooting. It happened around 11 this morning in the 4200 block of Tyler on Detroit's west side. Police say the suspect fired shots from an SUV as the victim was driving down the street. 7 Action News spoke to the homeowner, who says it's going to be tough to fix the damage.
We have no front porch. You know, the bricks are demolished. And our landlord just left. So, hey, I don't know what to say. You know, I don't know who's going to pay for it, but this is where we live, and it is what it is.
Witnesses say the man was shot in the arm. He was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Police are still searching for the suspect. If you have any information, call Detroit Police. And a man was found shot to death outside a dope house on Detroit's east side. Right now, police are searching for the suspect. It happened just after 1 this afternoon in the 5200 block of Canton. No arrests have been made yet. If you have any information on this, please call police as well. And 64-year-old Perry Ulmer is recovering tonight after he was sucker punched during a robbery. Police are still searching for the 3 suspects. The attack all caught on camera last week inside a liquor store on Detroit's west side. You can see one of the men takes a swing at Ulmer and he falls to the ground, knocked unconscious. Suspects then grab his money and take off. Making matters worse, Ulmer says he's known those 3 suspects for years. If you have any information about them or their whereabouts, call police. The state health agency is pushing Genesee County to stop charging Flint residents for lead testing. The state wants to foot the bill for anyone who does not have health insurance or whose insurer will not cover tests. A private lab has been directly billing patients who have gotten their blood tested. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention wants all Flint children under the age of 6 to have their blood tested for lead by April 1st. New developments tonight in the plan to widen I-75 in Oakland County. This is Chopper 7 video over the area set to be expanded. Starting Tuesday, crews will start clearing trees and brush along the highway. According to MDOT, the traffic impacts of the work will be minimal. There will be shoulder closures at various locations between Square Lake and Squirrel Roads. Road work on the first segment from South Boulevard to Coolidge Road expected to start in July and will take about 2 years to complete. The project will be completed in 8 phases in all. The final phase from 8 to 9 mile roads sets to start in the year 2030. Still ahead on Action News at 6, Cupid paid a visit to senior citizens here in Metro Detroit. Plus, changes coming to how school leaders are able to discuss ballot proposals here in Michigan. What this means for Michigan schools next.